2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to the NBA Rising Stars Challenge, a game that has become such a special part of all-star festivities.
And that's really because it always provides us with such an entertaining look at the next generation of NBA stars. In a game like this where the pressure's off and it's all about having fun, I think we really get an opportunity to see just how skilled these young players are.
Class abilities of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
And it's a completely new group for USA. So Team World's 5 right now. They've got Thomas. He's out there with Maledon. And it's Primo in at the 3 side.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
Passes to Primetime. There's the steal. 1:19 left here in the first quarter. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game. You brought the big stage these young guys around tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers. Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Primetime. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
And he has come on really strong this season. Some of his performances in the first half have been terrific.
Yeah, and it wasn't something that very many people saw coming, Greg. He's proven himself in a big way. I think there are great things ahead for this guy.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
No good from Primetime. And the call will be against Primetime. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Theo Maledon. 2 shots.
That free throw, good for Maledon.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. You can't allow a parade to the free throw line and expect to be on top in the game.
Here's Primetime. Hands it from downtown. Primetime's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for USA. And so it's Team World riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We've got more in store for you. Welcome back as we get a glimpse of the future here at the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it has been a fantastic game up to this point.
It certainly has. We know these young fellas can play, and they are putting on a show.
Anthony is out there with Primetime. Then it's Sadiq Bey. Then there's Mobley. And it's quickly in at the small forward.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. It has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So, Team World's 5 right now. They've got Maledon. And it's Primo in at the shooting guard position. Pass to Primo. Now here's Maledon. The tray. Drains it from beyond the arc. Primo's got 8 points. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Weekend. And I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. It's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
6 to shoot. From outside the arc. No good from Primetime. Team World leading by 16. From the corner. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Primo's got 5 points in the quarter.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
A little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight, and that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Here's Primetime. Oh!
Man.
And these fans are getting treated to just some amazing aerial action in this game.
And that's the way it should be, right? I mean, it's All-Star Week. You don't lay it in, you punch it in.
Here's Primo. That 3 off the mark. USA trails by 16. Here's Primetime. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And Team World calls time here.
It's time for T-shirts!
And USA will go for... So it's Team World in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. And it's time to get back into it at the Rising Stars.
Substitution
checked in for USA.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
James Wiseman's out there with Barnes. Then there's Edwards. And it's Primetime. And it's Halliburton in at the point. And for Team World, they've got Precious Achiuwa. And it's Şengün in at the 5 down low. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. That's tipped. Here's Primetime. He's got 10, and that one's good. Barnes.
And there's no question he was going to be playing in this game, because as far as a first or second year player goes, he's about as impactful as any in the league.
That's exactly right. I mean, he's quickly become one of his team's most important players. For most guys, that can take years, but it's happening really fast for him.
To the middle. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Melodon. The pass to Giddey. 5 on the clock. To the inside. Şengün. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. And it's Barnes with the ball for USA. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Pass to Primetime. Back to Edwards. Down low. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we could add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roofer.
Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Here's Giddey. 14 points for him.
And putting in work on the defensive end. Wiseman's swat providing a spark to his team.
Explosive play in the air by Edwards, and perfectly timed, too, for the alley-oop slam.
And Team World calls time here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it.
Substitution on the court. Substitution on the court.
1:05 left to play here in the fourth. And so it looks like it's still USA's ball. And Team World making a change
into the
here.
lineup for Team World: Jock Landale, Alexei Pokusevsky.
1:02 left in the fourth quarter. Inside, it's deflected. Barnes drops in the layup for two. And USA leads by 18.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Barnes out there with Bay. Then there's Mobley. Then there's Emmanuel quickly. And it's prime time and at the 2. Fires the 3. And that drops in from beyond the arc. Three-pointer from prime time.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And that one, good.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
6-second difference between the shot and game plan. And it's Barnes sneaking it down.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Here's Melodon. Here's Giddey. Yep, that one goes.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Here's prime time. Takes a 3. Misses. So USA wins it.
What a terrific game. I tell you what, these young players are going to give us years of excitement to come. The future of the NBA is looking very bright with these guys, Kevin.
Terrific young players. It sure is. You're right, Greg. And this really was a fun contest to watch, as it always is. We hope you've all enjoyed it as much as we have. Thanks so much for joining us. For Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.
Crossing the line, you got me so I can unwind. Screaming for help, I might wind up in for the night. Oh, yeah. Problems, you only give me problems. I'm sick inside of always dealing with your nonsense. Problems, you only give me problems. Sick inside of always dealing with your nonsense. I'ma keep it blunt, I think I ran out of love. I'ma say what I want to you. Steady doing too much, I think now we lost our touch. You ain't the same person that I know. Under the cover of night, oh, nothing but darkness till daylight. Oh, under the cover of night, oh, no.
In the end.
All right, team, what you're telling me is that we are victorious and we have beaten